Good morning and welcome to the Naenae Bowling Club in Lower Hutt for Bowls Wellington's Ryman Healthcare Champion of Champions Finals. Well, it's day one of this two-day event and we are bringing a Champion of Champions Finals men's fours semi-final for you. First up, it is Tawa up against Victoria. Tawa with Paul Hassel, Gavin McLeod, Kit Chu and Graham Williams taking on Victoria's Ben King, Laurie Guy, Ian McLeod and Mark Burgess. We are underway already, nice and early, before the scheduled 8:30 start time, playing the first end of this men's fours semi-final. I'm Brenton Vannisselroy, joined by commentary this morning by Rod Leach, Wellington men's selector and manager. Very good morning to you, Rod.
Morning, Brenton.
Looking forward to this one. Obviously forced indoors today because from our outlook and our commentary position, it's not too pretty outdoors. Hopefully that changes this afternoon and we can play outdoors tomorrow. But all the bowls is going to be played indoors and that will provide its unique challenges.
Indeed. Indeed. There's no way we're getting out there.
That's for sure. Been very wet in the Wellington region, everyone will know, of late. That continuing overnight and the greens have a lot of water sitting on them at the moment. So just coming to the end of this first end of 15 men's fours semi-final between Tawa and Victoria. Skips now making their way to the mat.
They haven't made it too easy for us. I don't know if they're all using decals or not. I see Laurie is with the Victoria stickers, but there's a few there that look a bit plain.
No, we'll have to pick them up as we go along here. Thank you, gentlemen. Getting out of the way of the camera. Much appreciated. What are you expecting from these two teams in particular? Who do you think are the favourites here, Rod?
Yeah, on paper, I think you'd be backing Victoria. They've got the known players in the team. But these Tawa boys, over the last few years, they're starting to make their presence felt. So, and the stadium will be a great leveller. They don't all play on it. The green's slightly bigger. It's a 40-metre green, so that brings a whole new dimension to the game, really. If you're thinking of playing a long end, you're playing a very long end.
Great, of course, that we have this facility and able to still continue playing despite the weather.
He looks in the zone here.
Yeah, Laurie Guy certainly was encouraged.
Just ducking under, I think. That could be his own. Yep.
Worked out well. Yeah, I think Victoria indicating that's the shot. We have a good rivalry with the Tawa guys being Johnsonville as well, Rod?
Yeah, we don't see a lot of them. They're a big club, very big club, so is Johnsonville in its own right. So he's got another Victoria bowl coming into the head here.
Yeah, lucky for him it didn't take the jack. Laurie Guy just expecting the head here. Seeing the options for a skip to play. Also, of course, alongside the semi-final, we have the other men's fours semi-final. It's Miramar taking on Stokes Valley. This is the final bowl played of this opening end. And it's not going to change the picture. I think it was one signalled.
One to Victoria, yeah.
So Victoria on the board first in this men's fours semi-final. 1-0 over Tawa. First end played of 15. We have the women's fours semi-finals also being played. As you can see alongside, Upper Hutt there, taking on Victoria as well. And your Johnsonville club, Rod, taking on Petone Central.
Yep. There'll be some good even battles in that.
And men's pairs semi-final action as well. Upper Hutt taking on Hutt. So an all Hutt battle. In fact, another couple of Hutt teams, Naenae and Wainuiamata. Naenae will no doubt trying to be taking advantage of their home conditions. And that men's pairs semi-final.
Yes, Robbie Bird skipping it. He'll know how it runs. So.
Yeah, certainly will be one of the fancy pairs. Robbie Bird. Indication there from Paul Hassel. That first one from Graham Williams for Victoria was
Mark Burgess, Victoria.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Mark Burgess, Victoria.
And
was well short. There's Kit Chu, who's the lead for Tawa.
He's handy too.
Yeah, that's not too far away at all. It's just going to slide past. Very close to taking the jack from the angle we had. Now Mark Burgess in the second. Great correction. Near toucher from the Victoria lead. Doesn't like that one, Kitchu.
Yeah, touch on the wide side there, I think, Kit.
Yeah, knew it immediately as well. Didn't have his line right. It's a pity because his weight's pretty handy.
Spot on.
Now Ian McLeod. Victoria's second. Left-hander playing on the backhand side. Looks short. Turned his back on that one relatively quickly too.
Bit of a nuisance here though, could be in the eye of the Tawa boys. I don't know if they're coming around it or under it. Two different weights.
Now Graham Williams for Tawa.
Elected to come around.
But you're right, just that bowl being in the eye line, isn't it?
Yeah. They stack a few more around it, they might think about coming under. Bit more weight, drag the jack, set the bowl.
Just going to run into one of the short bowls there. Ian McLeod.
Oh, he's calling that now to play through the... Because the problem is you leave it too long, you put something in the way and you've lost the opportunity. Doesn't look to be too forceful though. Oh no, he's certainly under. Weight was poor.
Yeah, not what Paul Hassel was wanting. Tawa skip from his number 2. Now Laurie Guy, 3 for Victoria.
It's handy here. Over the top, which is good too. That's their first jack high bowl, so that could play a part in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. If there's any movement on the jack, very handy bowl from Laurie Guy.
Let's play this on the forehand. That's a...
Oh, anything could have happened there. Yeah. Got rid of that pesky short bowl.
Yeah.
That was not the aim. Yeah, you knew straight away, didn't you? It wasn't on target. I don't know if Laurie likes this one.
Don't know that he's actually playing at the right hand because he's limiting himself on that. He's left-handed, I'm not sure, but he should be coming down underneath that front one. He's got 2 options, kitty or bowl, jack or bowl. The other way, he can't really get the jack clean, I don't think. He's having another go, but he's on the forehand, I think. Oh. Yeah, he's on the forehand, which is an interesting hand to play it.
Yeah, very low percentage, you'd think.
He'll probably get a great result here now, I've said that. Jack's out.
Yeah. Killed it, so got the result. Yep. So, what do we know? Got the result they're after, Tawa. So we'll replay that second end. Looks like they're going to carry the bowls back to the other end rather than turn around. So it remains 1-0. Victoria over Tawa. Just the one end played. We'll replay this second end. The men's fours semi-final. As I mentioned, Miramar Stokes Valley taking part also here at the Ryman Healthcare Arena at Naenae Bowling Club. Women's fours semi-finals, Upper Hutt up against Victoria, Johnsonville up against Petone, and the men's pairs, Upper Hutt against Hutt Bowling Club, and Naenae up against Wainui o Mata. I want to say a big thank you to Ross from Bowls Wellington as well for some quite incredible player profiles he's compiled. We'll drip feed those to you over the next couple of days, but I think to really honour the work that Ross has done, we'll refer to it quite regularly, give you a bit of extra information about the participants in action here at the Ryman Healthcare Champion of Champions Finals. 2 folders, both myself and Rod have been given. Rod doesn't have his glasses though, so I'll rely on myself to dig through it.
Thank you, Brendan.
Kitchu in the lead for Tawa. Watching this one all the way down. Started a touch wide. Comes back towards the head now. Mark Burgess, the lead for Victoria. Started bowls at the Victoria Bowling Club in 2014. Got involved in the sport, and Lou Newman invited him to play in the Harcourts team in the Victoria Business House lead. So 9 years now playing the game. A couple of club titles, Centre New Zealand titles, a couple of 2 junior centre titles as well. So relatively young in the bowls game. Loves watching rugby and doing fishing. Favourite food, curry. Favourite movie, Heat. Favourite TV show, Vikings. And if there's anyone he could invite to dinner, who would it be and why? Jennifer Aniston, no reason.
No reason.
Well, these are the kind of notes we've got from Ross. Outstanding stuff. Great player profiles. Great to have.
Pretty deep, yeah.
To give you a bit more of an insight into the players that you are watching here this morning, and this afternoon, and carrying on to tomorrow as well. And we'll include a bit of that throughout the commentary. There's Graham Williams, number 2 for Tawa, and this replayed second end. It's men's fours semi-final. The right to play in the final, the title match this afternoon.
They've elected early here to go to the other hand too. The end that was killed, Tawa tended to play the other side of the rink, but they've obviously had to think about it, thinking this side might be a touch easier, although not showing that at the moment.
Yeah, I know the last time I was here, and it certainly was the case previously, that seemed like each rink had its own sort of nuances. Is that still the case?
I haven't played a lot on here myself, but we have the rep team trialling here in winter and have them here to lead up to tournaments and stuff, and you watch them and there's certainly some variances between rink to rink.
This is our TV rink for the opening session. Men's fours semi-finals, women's fours semi-finals, and men's pairs semi-finals all taking place here in the Ryman Healthcare Arena, Naenae Bowling Club.
Touch out on the wide side here.
Yeah, asking a bit too much of that one, I think. Just going to finish just obscured there by Paul Hassel. Tail skip. Laurie Guy. Victoria.
The wide burst too, so
yeah, asking too much of it as well out the other side. Weight was good.
Mm-hmm. Looks a bit of line.
Yeah, good correction.
He's close here, I think. Oh. Not quite.
Yeah, unfortunate knocking that Victoria bowl closer as well. But that was a good effort. Gavin McLeod.
Bit of track here from Laurie too. Might just be going a touch.
Yeah, pretty similar bowls really from both players. Good adjustments made.
Victoria holding one, I would say. Just the one.
Yeah, looks like it. From the angle we have.
Good line again. He's close. Well played.
Yeah, two very good bowls there from Gavin McLeod. First was unlucky to run into wide bowl that time, right on the money, finding his track perfectly. So certainly Tawa holding as the skips now make their way to the mat. Paul Hassel for Tawa, Ben King for Victoria.
Laurie's elected to stand. Oh no, he's now moving.
Laurie's played a few times with the cameras now, I would have thought.
Yes.
A bit more experienced.
Yes.
It can be very hard.
Yeah,
Like,
it can be,
if you haven't played with them before, it's very hard to remember that they're there. It's not like there's a cameraman there to remind you to move.
No.
Playing with weight there, Ben King, to try and get rid of the shot bowl.
He's got a couple
Just
of
off
bowls
target.
over the jack, so he's got a bit to play too. Laurie Ian's bowled jack high there.
Yeah, whereas the Tawa bowl was all alone.
Yeah. Probably only 1 second though. Well, just pretty well protected with the weight he's playing. With the right weight, he can't connect on his own anyway.
Probably just wants another good second here.
Oh, here's a handy one too. That's two.
Yeah, great bowl.
No, sat out.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah, sat out. Probably
Yeah,
just one.
Yeah, looking for more than just a good second. A very good bowl there from Paul Hassel. Unfortunate.
He's in the zone here. Oh.
Oh, very unfortunate, but it's worked out very well. I'm pretty sure that is a Tawa bowl. I mean, a Victoria bowl. I think it looks like it's got the yellow markings on it.
Oh, I think it might be Tawa.
That's Tawa.
Yeah, don't know though. Would certainly help if they were all using the decals.
We'll be able to tell by the way he plays this, you would think.
He's only trying to draw, so I think he's...
yeah.
Well, he hasn't played it well though. No, you won to Tawa.
Yeah, one to Tawa. So unfortunate there from Ben King. Was not far away. Just got a touch off one of the short bowls and ran into the head. And the jack found its way to another Tawa bowl. They were holding shot. They keep shot and level up the scores at 1 apiece after 2 of the 15 ends. Replayed that second end after I got killed the first time around. Kitchu off the front for Tawa.
Robbie Bennett arrived there to give his home club some support. Good speed, just... He's playing what we say around the clock. He's playing forehand now both ways, which not the way they coached, but he's elected to do it. We always, especially newer players, we always suggest they play one side of the rink. Then they should only be picking one green line. If you're playing both sides, you've got to, because it'll be a different green line on each side. Or potentially it shouldn't be on an indoor surface, but outdoor it certainly would be. You know, it could be wind dependent. And so we encourage newer players to just play one side, backhand down and forehand back sort of stuff. That kid's been playing a fair while now. At the end of the day, I suppose he can do what he wants. He had good weight each time there.
Whatever works for you, isn't
exactly. Yeah, whatever you're comfortable with.
Mark Burgess to the second. Again playing on the backhand.
I see in Mark's resume there, I would say 2 club titles, so this is obviously his second one. I thought he might have had a few more than that. He's been around a while. He's been in some of the wider rep squads. He's showed a bit of ability.
Probably a few junior titles as well.
Yeah.
By the looks of it, I think. Now Graham Williams for Tawa.
He's drawing him for shot, not close, but shot. It's you don't have to draw touches. You just got to get him closer. Just looks to hold there for a minute. Good weight. And the shot. What do I call that a bit early?
Yeah, appreciated there by Ben King. Yeah, it's definitely the rink performing slightly different on each hand, isn't it? Yeah, looks like that's narrow.
Tight, it's going to drift away.
And Turner's back on that relatively quickly to Graham Williams. Just has to make a slight adjustment on his first, Ian McLeod.
Pretty good track again. Well, then it's about there, about 2 metres out where it decides to hold. He's close though. Oh, drifted through. Good
Right on the centre line.
Yep, good twos bowl.
Right, Gavin McLeod for Tawa. Taking a keen interest in this one. Doesn't quite have the weight, I think, but otherwise,
great line.
Yeah, perfect. You can see why he was interested. He knew he was on a decent track, just didn't quite have the weight.
Just on that touch on that wide saw. Here he comes.
Again, interested, Gavin McLeod.
Yep. Certainly here, if he gets some of that jack.
Oh, very unfortunate not to take the jack. From our angle, certainly looked mere centimetres away. Good couple of efforts, though, from Tawa's number 3. Rory Guy now with his second and final bowl of this third end.
Good track, too. Weight looks okay. Onto his own, onto Ian's bowl. Definitely shot now.
Yeah, well done by Rory Guy. No doubt about it. See from that angle. Rory Guy knocking in Ian McLeod's bowl. Tawa holding shot. As the skips will now make their way to the mat.
Victoria holding shot.
Sorry. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
That's why you're here. That's what you're here for, Rod.
I think it's only one, but these TV angles can be very deceiving.
Very deceiving. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You watch some of these live feeds and you hear the commentators say, oh, that's one to them. You're thinking, well, no, it's not. They get the measure it out and it's in by 2 inches.
Yeah.
So there's every chance I could make a fool of myself here.
Yeah. And we've learnt to know that you can't really call much for certain.
Yeah.
You'll say something and then one of the players will be like, no, that's not shot. Not even close.
What's he talking about? Yeah.
From our angle it is.
Not too sure what's going on here at this stage. But
There it comes. Now we see it. That was not far away.
No.
Unfortunately, just knocking the Victoria bowl
Handy second.
closer. But yeah, good effort that for sure from Paul Hassel. Ben King, Victoria skip.
Just hearing on that wide side, I think. Well, he's coming now.
He just needs to pull it in slightly.
Mm.
That could have been second. It's a big crowd of bowls in that area.
It's one of the better heads. Yeah, he can't afford to play with too much weight down here, though, because if he gets his own blue, he leaves himself a wee bit vulnerable. He's changed his hand.
Yeah, interesting, because he wasn't far away with the first.
Depending on weight, he's got a good line. Just ducking under.
Just going to come under. Oh, just coming off one of the front bowls.
Well, I'm not calling that. Tawa was saying one down, so.
It must be close, though. Laurie's having a very close look.
Mark's got the mat, so he's confident, but Ben's got another bowl, which he probably won't play if he's holding.
Yeah.
He'll come and check. Does he bring it with
he's
him?
bringing his bowl with him, yeah.
There's every chance he'll leave it here if he's holding.
Yeah. He might not know. I think he's heading back to the mat. Oh, no, they have decided.
He must have dropped it. He must have given it to Laurie. Yep.
He's heading back to prepare for the next end. So one more for Victoria. Very well played head, that one. Certainly the pick of the bunch so far. 2-1 Victoria now leading Tawa 3 ends of the 15 played. Men's fours semi-final here at the Ryman Healthcare Champion of Champions finals. Day 1 of 2, first morning of competition. The finals here, 6 sessions. Also have Miramar and Stokes Valley playing in a men's fours semi-final. In the women's fours semi-finals, it's Upper Hutt and Victoria, and Johnsonville and Petone Central. And in the men's pairs, it's Upper Hutt taking on Hutt and Naenae taking on Wainuiomata. All semi-finals, all taking place at the same time here at the Ryman Healthcare Arena at Naenae Bowling Club. Very much an indoors day. No bowl is going to take place today outdoors. Hoping that the weather improves and there's a chance of playing outside tomorrow. Certainly doesn't look the case today, though. Yeah, Kitchu doesn't like that one.
He's out in the next ring.
Yeah. He's going to have to get that out of the way. I think it's endangering the other.
Well, those girls stand.
Yeah, one of the women's fours semi-final taking place next door. That's the Upper Hutt Victoria game. Yeah, certainly doesn't give too much away, Kitchu. When he's on the mat, it lets you know if it's not good.
Yeah.
Started bowls in 1998. The Johnsonville Bowling Club did Kit.
Yep.
Introduced to the sport through his wife.
Susan.
And there's a number of club titles. I'd say it's a good 15 to 20 there.
Always led too, Kit. He's always been a front end player, which is good. We lack a lot of good leads in Wellington. Hope Robbie Bird doesn't mind me saying that. He's one of the better ones. But a lot of players, they start at lead, but they want to get up the sharp end fairly quickly, and it'd be better if some of them is Kit fairly handy here.
Some of them just know their strengths and stick to it, and it's very handy to have a good lead.
Yep, very important position in the team. Very important.
And that was a great bowl from Kit Chu, right on cue. He says his most memorable moment in bowls was when he made 7 wrong bias the first day he played in the junior pairs, and they still won.
Crikey. It cost you a couple of bucks the wrong bias. It's an expensive day. The free ambulance would have enjoyed that day.
And his ultimate goal is to achieve a centre title. Well, if they go well here, they could be playing for one later today.
Exactly.
So, likes cooking, one of his interests outside of bowls. Kit Chew. That's all part of the great player profiles that Ross Gillett from
He's done some
Bowls
homework,
Wellington has put in for us. And we'll tell you a bit about all the players that we're commentating on throughout these 2 days of the Ryman Healthcare Champion of Champions Fours.
And a great track right onto the centre line, but just that couple of feet to a yard.
Yeah, if you can't see the jack, it's because of the great bowl from Kit Chew, which is right on it. Right behind the jack. Touch it.
He's just drifting away here, I think. Yeah. Touch light too.
There you go. Another camera angle. Thank you, Colin. He's doing all the hard work with all the cameras and setting everything up, and our great Bowls New Zealand set up here at Naenae. Yeah, Paul Hassel happy to have one back there.
Yeah.
So not disappointed with that bowl, even though it's a metre or two past the jack.
Could be a good second, I think, here from Laurie.
Yeah, it's a fair effort. I think we might have seen an indication there from Paul Hassel that indeed just the one they're holding now.
We've just been handed some updates from Brody Amer here on some of the other games. In the ladies' fours, Upper Hutt lead Victoria 4-0 after 3 ends. In the men's other semi-final, Stokes Valley Miramar. Stokes Valley lead 4-2 after 3 ends. Back to the ladies' fours, Johnsonville versus Petone Central. Petone lead 5-2 after 4. Men's peers, Hutt lead Upper Hutt 8-2 after 5. And Wainuiomata lead Naenae 4-2 after 5. So the only real game that someone's made a break, I think, is that Hutt Upper Hutt with 8-2.
Yeah, pretty tight otherwise. Yeah. Big thank you to Brady.
Johnsonville ladies fours on the wrong side of the ledger at the moment, but that's plenty of time for that to change.
Yeah. Great to get the updates of those other semi-finals in progress. Thanks, Brady.
You ready?
Much appreciated. Brady will be joining me in commentary for the second round action from around 11:30 today. We have our first of our finals. Women's fours final will bring to you at 11:30. Men's fours final will be taking place at the same time as well. And that's what these two teams are playing for.
One of the ladies in the Johnsonville 4 are confusing the program a wee bit because she's still also in the junior singles. So if she loses, she'll go straight into the semi. She'll go straight into the semi-final of the junior singles. But if they win, they'll have to hold that game up for a little while.
Yes, yeah. Well, actually, usually there's more of that, isn't there?
Yeah.
We're actually quite lucky we don't have too many clashes.
I think it's just Lynette Campbell today, that's caused that issue. But good issue for her. She's got plenty of bowls ahead of her.
Absolutely. Yeah, great shot previously. You can see that picture. That's still that Kit Chew bowl right behind the jack.
Just touch quick. It's hard to pick up the speed on this green too, yeah. Oh, now Laurie's going to rearrange the head on his own. He's going to play down looking for jack or bowl. He's under.
He's got a little touch on the jack there, so there's obviously a tiny bit of a gap between the jack and the shot bowl.
I think Tawa still favouring their own there.
I think we heard from Laurie Guy that Ben King was close. He certainly was.
I'd given up on it.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the jackpot. Yeah.
Of course, obscured we were from our shot. Couldn't see the jack. Paul Hassel having to change his line as that jack moved out to the right as we see it.
Oh, if he bends, he looks to have good weight. Oh, I've called that wrong too. Hell, this might be my first and only shark commentating.
I know what you mean though, Rod. Sometimes it feels like it's a bit heavy and it slows down quickly, and then other times it's the opposite. You think it's perfect and it just stops.
Yeah.
So you're not alone. So another
2-all.
Yeah, it was just the one to Tawa, was it?
Yep. 2-all, 4 gone.
2 apiece.
It's all just been ones. It's
very well contested so far. That's for sure. Not much in it between these two fours. Kitchu, I don't think he likes that one, shown by his facial expressions on the mat.
Back at it on the wide side again.
Yeah.
Good speed though. Ooh.
He is watching it all the way down. Yeah. Almost jack level, but pretty much jack level, but far too wide. Couple of metres wide of the jack. Burgess. He gets a nice little bit of applause from his skip Ben King. Good opening bowl. Kitchu will be looking for
improvement.
Yeah, certainly the adjustment. And he's pulled in his line, but is it overcorrection there?
Yeah, because his weight was good again too.
Yeah.
Be the shot though.
He'll be disappointed in himself when he kicked because he got one of the hard parts right.
Yeah.
The weight just didn't get the line. Overcorrection with a second to pull it back in. But not a bad bowl, of course, the second bowl.
Mark's done the same thing on the other hand.
Yeah. So plenty of room to work with for the number twos. Graham Williams first up for Tawa.
On the tight side too.
Yeah, not quite the quality of head that we saw last time playing this way.
Coming this way too, yeah. It's, chance he's up. That's a good spot. Still part of the game when it's back to there.
Yeah, a lot better than being short.
Yeah, it's not often you see short balls counting. I get told by my team most of the time. Oh, that's tight too. You could draw a shot next door with that.
Yeah, that might be going out of the marker.
That's how silly the game is, you know, like last end coming this way. We had 5 or 6 within a few feet. Now it's nothing near it. That's Mark's ball being kicked in, so
yeah, where that bowl was just moved to, we probably had about 7 or 8 bowls in that area.
Yeah, that's a good line.
Gav McLeod for Tawa.
Oh, I don't know if he made it.
Yeah, it looks the closest from this angle, but usually the shorter bowls are not as close as you think they are.
Oops, Laurie thinks he's wide. He's
Yeah,
right.
I think he's almost warning the women's fours
Yeah, excuse me, girls.
next door.
Yep.
Look out.
Coming through.
I'm coming.
His teammate there from the mixed national pairs that they won.
Yes.
Sarah Tacoma, yes. Skipping the Victoria women's side.
Yeah, I was there for that.
Oh, yeah? Yep.
Central Otago.
Great result.
Thinking the great notes we've got as well from Ross. That's his proudest moment.
Yep.
So most memorable moment in bowl so far for Laurie Guy.
He's good here. Two handy bowls.
Yeah.
Possibly only one shot, but two good bowls.
Yeah, well played from Tawa's number 3. Gavin McLeod now looking to respond as Laurie Guy. It looks like he's followed pretty much the identical track,
He's
unfortunately.
out there again, yeah, I think he still wants to play with Sarah.
Yeah. Wants to join in off that
Yeah.
slightly shorter end that the women are playing next door in the Upper Hutt Victoria semi-final. So there's the picture, and the bowls are all over the place.
Yeah.
A couple close-ish. Certainly that second bowl from Gavin McLeod, right past the jack, a shot. But there's not much for the skips to work with as they make their way to the mat.
Not a great hit. I mean, all they can really try and do, I think, is draw another shot. Both skips can only really draw, I think. Means he got bowls jack high, but
Paul Hassel. Tawa's skip. Play first. Holding.
good track.
Yeah, certainly interested as Gavin McLeod.
Yeah.
Oh, I
number one.
can see why. Very good bowl. So a bit of work to do here for Ben
Yeah.
King.
He might look to play with some weight now down that backhand. Or
Certainly holding a couple, Tawa. Potentially even 3. It's hard to tell from the angle where that short bowl was next best. Not far away here, but he's just going to find the gap. Oh, he just knocks away one of them.
yeah.
So that should just be the one.
Yeah, I'm not going to call it.
Yeah.
I've learned by mistakes.
Learned your lesson.
Yeah. I'm staying away from that. Good track again. If he's got the right weight, he'll draw another shot here. He's good. 2 good shots. Or was he too quick? No.
He'll
Back.
hold up. He put it pretty much
Yeah.
right back where it was. Great bowls there from Paul Hassel. Tawa's skip. And the final bowl of this 5th end. Ben King down 2. Potentially 3 on the head. Certainly 2.
Similar track to his last. He's
I
closer
think,
though.
yeah, he's even better
I think
here.
he spewed the jack for shot here.
And that's out to one of theirs, I think. So 2 down. No,
Well, it's Tawa.
it's still Tawa. Oh, unfortunate. Very hard to tell whose bowls he's going to. So we'll get there eventually.
We need to get on to Blake second. We'll get those decals sorted, I think.
But Tawa
He had one job.
pick up another one. That's very unfortunate. Great effort from Ben King. Down 2 on the head. Got the jack, moved it, but just 2, another Tawa bowl. So it's another 1. We're moving up in ones at the moment. 3-2 it is now. Tawa over Victoria. 5 of the 15 ends played in this men's 4s semi-final here at the Ryman Healthcare Champion of Champions Finals.
So it was one to Victoria.
Yeah, it was the one to Victoria after
Now
all.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, pretty sure it looks
Yeah.
like it is Mark Burgess playing
I
first.
thought it was Laurie that kicked it out.
Yeah.
Which wasn't his job if he was holding, but yeah, that's
So well done to Ben King. 2 down, 1 up. We are still going up in ones though. So that part was correct, but it was Victoria after all.
we'll have this mastered by the end of the weekend.
Kitchu.
I can hear partner Robin yelling at me at home. You got that wrong.
Yep, right, good.
Mike Burgess. Victoria's lead. Wasn't far away with his first. Playing a full length end here. You can see the jack on the 2 metre.
Very good.
And the mats looks like it's all the way back too.
Yeah, that's where this bigger green, it can be quite, you know, that's 40 metre green. Normally the club greens, the big club greens are only 36. So this will test a few of them. He's close here, isn't he?
This is not looking too bad at all from Kit Chu. He's adjusted well.
Yes. Great weight with both these bowls.
Oh, one come down there, eh? One down.
Those cameras are far enough back.
You can really see from that angle just how long an end this is. The players look very small down the other end. Playing the full length. Graham Williams. Number 2 for Tawa.
Down to wait now. Don't think he's here.
Yeah, looked under out of the hand. But
Good line,
look
though.
at that line.
Yeah, right back to the centre line.
Yeah, that's what we wanted. He knows for his next one. Make that adjustment. Ian McLeod with his second. Time to dip back into the player profiles. Done the leads for both teams. Ian McLeod, been playing bowls since 2014. Started at the Miramar Bowling Club. Before, of course, now joining Victoria. Club titles, he won 4 junior titles at Miramar. And Victoria has won the 4s and the triples. In Wellington development last 4 years, and Masters last 3 years as well, as far as representative bowls go.
Right, no damage. 4 seconds.
Yeah, well, this will be his 9th season. They won it 2014 to 9th season. He's got a year to go in the development side of things.
And most memorable moment in bowls, playing in the Nationals in Central Otago and getting to the semi-finals of the National Fours. Great achievement there from Ian McLeod.
Rory's elected to have a diggy. I don't know if that was called, but...
Needs a friend, Gav.
Oh, yeah, Victoria will have a few seconds there.
And Forrest Gump, his favourite movie for Ian McLeod. Thank you again to Ross, Bowls Wellington, for great player profiles to put together.
Oh, he could. 1 in, 1 out.
One in, one out. Same again.
Oh, yeah, so the shot's been called. He's playing with that weight that really, he should be. The bowl should be the target, obviously. The jack's there if he's got his weight or line slightly wrong. Oh, he doesn't look happy.
Doesn't like it.
No, he's on the wide side.
So Tawa still holding.
Still holding. They need a friend there for it. Cause,
It's a bit lonely.
yeah. Ooh.
We assume the previous shot bowl has gone into the ditch.
Oh, that worked
Oh.
out right.
That's worked out all right.
Yeah. Oh, could be second.
Oh. I'll let you call that one, Rod. Just leave you there to it.
I can hear people yell at me. You're so bloody stupid. When has Ben playing in glasses? That's only a recent development. I haven't seen him with the glasses before. But the lighting and stuff out there isn't easy, and you are a long way away. He's playing the same shot, so, or trying to. He's a bit tight, so potentially it may only be one. Touches the jack, he'll make 3 of it. Just on the draw.
Just wants another one, I think, in there. Kevin McLeod saying to his skip, Paul Hassel.
He's got a good line. I don't think he's here, is he?
Yeah, I don't think he's quite got the weight. Going to finish up with that other bowl short of the head. Otherwise, it's been a pretty good head, this one, for playing this longer length end.
Yeah,
Players have adjusted quite well.
Ben probably calling the longer length, just probably trying to throw the Tawa team a wee bit. Try something to get a break on them.
That's where those short bowls come in handy there. So, holding 1, chance to make it 2. Are we going to see our first multi-shot end?
Yes, yeah. I'm not sure yet. Oh, he's clapping.
Urging it on, I don't think. Does he have enough? That angle looks good, but oh, is it close?
Or if he's saying.
That's right at line.
We could see the tape coming out.
Yeah, I think we might see the measure for the first time. Certainly got 1. Don't think there's any doubt about that. Is that closer? Oh, I think it might be. Thinking it was 2.
Yeah.
Have they taken the lead, Tawa?
They didn't measure the one I liked. Jeez.
So was it 1 or was it 2? We'll wait and see the scoreboard down the other end. It was 2.
2, yep.
So 4-3. Tawa take the lead. The first time we've seen more than a shot picked up on an end. It goes to Tawa. Very hotly contested, this one. 6 ends played. 4-3, Tawa leading Victoria. This means 4's semi-final here at the Ryman Healthcare Champion of Champions Finals. Playing at the Ryman Arena at Naenae Bowling Club. Weather for ducks today, so indoors.
Trade's been working on the new pool.
Yeah, new pool going in at Naenae. I think it's next year, I think, is it? Hopefully going to be all done. Looks a long way from being completed at the moment.
Yeah. It's more than a year away.
Yeah.
We've got our own pool out on green 2 here.
Yeah. Yeah, just cover this.
Yeah. Mark started well there. Kit would need to be under his own here to get in the zone. Just caught a piece of it.
You can see out the window in that previous shot. Not the nicest day today. That's why we are indoors. A decent bowl there from Mike Burgess. Now Graham Williams, number 2 for Tawa.
He's coming now. It's handy. Might not be shot, but it's handy. It's a good ball there.
Good home, as they say.
We can play further part in the end. Ian has that right arm just swinging in the breeze. It's, it's not really something that's encouraged either. But he's done it all the time for 9 years. So.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? As long as you're doing exactly the same thing every time.
Yep.
There's no exactly right or wrong way to do things. As long as you're consistent. We've got quite a few different styles actually in the semi-final. Everyone's got their own delivery on the mat.
Yeah, as long as you do everything the same each time, you can adjust. But
exactly,
if you're changing things on the mat, it's all over the place.
And that's when the problems happen.
A lot of them talk about the great Ivan Kostinich, one of New Zealand's great players who had one of the worst styles you'd ever see. But sorry to say that, but brilliant player, and did everything the same every time he got on the mat.
Where's this one going to end up? Just obstructed there. Oh, look at
literally,
that.
Yeah.
Found his way through there perfectly there to Ian McLeod.
We might see a bit of weight played here, I think. He needs to come down that backhand and punch through.
Yeah, I think that's what's been called for as well.
Well, it looks to be huge weight.
No.
We'll let you know when we can see it. Yeah, I think it'd be a touch quicker than that. He's got his own one in front to push through, or even get a chunk of a front one and follow through.
Because just with a bit more weight there, that could have been a good result. But it didn't have the weight to change anything.
Laurie, he's thinking that's the wide hand. He's been out there a few times. That's a bit of track though. Here she is coming back. Good weight.
Yeah, just has to bring that in a touch.
Played that with a bit more, but he doesn't like it, I don't think.
No, the expression off the mat was not quite,
Oops.
under the line. Oh, almost got a good result though. Almost got a big slice of luck off that wide bowl.
I think there was a bit of weight for it though. A lot more weight.
Yeah, certainly. Made that adjustment, just didn't get the line right. And now waved away by Laurie Guy. Does not like that one.
He's waved a few away in this game. Very capable player though. Very capable player.
So, Paul Hassel taking a good long look at the head there. He's got a bit of work to do.
Yeah. I think he should be playing the same shot, whether he will or not, but I think he should be searching down through the gap. You could get through the gap to the jack. Hit anything in front, you got a chance to stay handy. Tawa boys haven't quite learnt the etiquette of live streaming yet. But, no, he's elected to just try and draw a shot, I think.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, it can be quite difficult to remember the cameras of the app. We can see enough of that one though.
Not sure what he tried there.
Yeah, was that enough weight to really change things, you think?
I don't think so.
No.
I think he was more just playing to sit his own in or sit the second shot.
Yes. See if he makes an adjustment with his next or tries to...
What would Victoria holding a few here? There are at least two. I don't know if Laurie's bowl's counting out there. This is round the brunch. It's
this is going to count.
Yep. Hell, that's number one.
Oh, what a bowl.
Great shot. Laurie's trying to work out whether it touched the jack or not.
I think it did. Nothing given away by Gavin McLeod, though, to Laurie Guy. Yeah. He's like, I don't really care.
Yeah. Laurie probably didn't bring any chalk. No, that's... No.
Yeah, and he knows it too.
Yeah, it's annoying. He's next door. Definite three.
Yeah, this could be a big end here.
Yeah.
This for Victoria. So we saw the first multiple scoring end on the sixth end, and now we're going to see even more on the...
He's given a bit more green. I think he might be a touch wide here, so he's good weight again. But
yeah, he didn't want to drop anything more than what they had, but...
Three. And they're still looking.
Wow.
early break. Well, not an early break, I mean it's end 8, end 7. Oh, he's still going round. I think he wants another one.
Laurie Guy doing the measure. Looking over Gavin McLeod. Very interested bystander. 6. Huge end.
Evans.
And you can see why Paul Hassel was so upset on the mat.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we didn't think it was that big a number.
No.
We thought maybe 4, and it was 6. Huge end for Victoria, and that has blown this men's fours semi-final wide open. After being so tight, there wasn't more than a shot between them. They're just trading shot for shot. Tawa picked up 2 on the 6th end, and then a big 6 for Victoria on the 7th to make it 9-4 now.
This
7
now
ends.
becomes a big end because if Victoria score again, they get a big break. This end could determine that. I know it's still only sort of halfway, but it's always good to score after you've scored a number. Because if Tawa get a 2, they're right back in it, you know, or even a 1, they're still in it. But even if Victoria only get a 1, they just increase the size of the gap, obviously, and it's a very important end. Mark started well for them.
Yeah, for both fours, isn't it?
But yeah, I didn't see 6.
No. Yeah, very important end that for Victoria. Mark that one down. 7th end.
Okay, great line, but just short.
2 decent bowls though. First up from the leads. Big end for Victoria to consolidate their advantage, and for Tawa to stay really in this men's fours final. Of course, plenty to play still. Number of ends remaining.
Oh, great line again from Mark, just catching the Tawa bowl.
Approaching the halfway stage of this men's fours semi-final. Miramar and Stokes Valley also playing in the other semi-final. We have women's fours semi-finals as well. Upper Hutt taking on Victoria on the rink alongside our TV rink. Johnsonville playing with Tony Central, and men's pairs semi-finals as well. Upper Hutt taking on Hutt, and Naenae against Wainoiomata.
Good ball, Kit. That's handy. Gives them something to play too. I think it's Mark that hasn't got the decals on the bowl. That's the other ones have been confusing me.
Yeah, I think those are the ones that when we thought it was Tawa, it was Victoria.
Yeah, earlier on.
So I've got a score update as well.
Score update from in no particular order. The ladies fours, Upper Hutt playing Victoria. Upper Hutt leads 7-2 after 6. In the other men's semi-final, Stokes Valley versus Miramar. Stokes Valley now leading 8-2 after 6. Back to the other ladies fours, where Johnsonville were behind 5-2. They now lead 8-6 after 7. So they've got right back into that. And the men's pairs, it was a wee bit one-sided to Hutt at 8-2 after 5, is now 10-all after 10. So Upper Hutt have fought their way back into that. And the other pairs semi-final, Naenae playing Wainoiomata. Wainoiomata now lead 11-4 after 9 ends.
Wow.
So it's the local boys that play here at week in,
Yeah,
week
a
out.
bit of a surprise in that one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brady.
A few of those have changed quite a lot. Maybe a bit of a surprise that Wainoiomata have such a lead over Naenae.
Yeah.
But still early days. Yet to reach the halfway stage of these matches, these semi-finals. applauded by Paul Hassel there. Ball from Mark Burgess. Excuse me, from Graham Williams. Now Laurie Guy.
He looks close here. Oh, he's just no. Jeez. Yeah. Close at all. Another good hit though.
Yeah. Throw a tea towel over all those bowls. Just the left of the jack. So I'm a bit short, but good head. This is certainly the hand to play.
Yeah. Oh, good line again too. Or he's given that a touch more.
Yeah, trying to make the correction.
He's in the zone. Oh, he's outside it.
Oh, whisker away there from taking the jack, and it is applauded by his skip Ben King because he was not far away. Great effort. Paul Hassel there holding up 2 fingers, holding a couple.
Kit Chew's bowl that's been kicked in. Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, it's not going to change the situation.
No, it won't change the layout. Tight and light.
Look at that. A lot of very tight bowls. Really, that final bowl there from Gavin McLeod, one of the only ones not in contention. King.
He's close.
Oh, wonderfully played, and that's going to go right near that Laurie Guy bowl.
Brilliant.
So Laurie Guy was whisper away and perfectly executed by Ben King. So from in a couple down now to be holding shot.
Yep, just the one that's Tawa, just second shot there. He's on the back end. He must be looking for the bowl, I think. I think he's on the back end here. No, he's not.
No, he's going to try and
make the right meal of this.
Well, he's going to have to go into the other rink to get back to the jack. It's way out here.
And he's not there.
Oh, I think he had a decent line, didn't he? Just didn't have the weight. Difficult playing to these areas of the rink. Well off the centre line. Get another go though, will Paul Hassel.
Yeah, Ben draws another one here. He's going to make it tough for him.
Don't think that's going to come back into our screen.
Yeah, it would need to. Oh, he's in, so he might.
Oh, yeah, that could be. Yeah,
counting.
applauded by Laurie Guy. So you think that's second? And looking for second here. Try and get inside that previous bowler Ben King's.
He's 4 feet on his last. Oh, and he's tight. And short again too. That's,
yeah, it's not going to change the picture.
No.
So yeah, that bowler just in screen there to the left was the second shot. So 2 more for Victoria.
11-4.
Yeah, 8 on the last 2 ends. From 4-3 down, now 11-4 up. A big couple of ends for the Victoria club. There's 4 as they look to advance to the final from 11:30 today. So 8 ends played.
Yep. Starting to get a touch one-sided.
Very close to start with. Just singles picked up on the first 6 ends, I think it was, before Tawa picked up a couple. And then we're seeing a 6 and a 2 from Victoria. And you mentioned it, Rod, the significance of that previous end.
Mm.
If Tawa had picked up a couple, then there's only 3 in
See
it.
the diff, yeah.
But
They're right back in it.
goes the other, goes the other way, and now all of a sudden Tawa's going, oh, if only really picked up ones, how are we going to cut this deficit? You've got to do it end by end, though, don't you? Still a lot of bowls to be played. Can't panic.
Yeah, they won't do it in ones. Well, they could do, I suppose.
Yeah.
But Victoria team's too good to let them score on 7 or 8 ends in a row.
Mm. Yeah, you'd think so.
So they're going to need to get some sort of multiple themselves. Mind you, saying that, in the inter-centre recently, our fours team were down 10-2. Got back to win. It's won the event for us. Oh, so did the singles player, obviously, but the whole team won the event for us, actually. But yeah, they were. It was looking ugly early on in the final, but the boys dug deep and got the result. Mark.
Certainly not out of it, but it's a lot harder when the lead's playing bowls like this and you're trying to catch up. Good couple of bowls from Mark Burgess. Kitchu wasn't far away with his first. Looking to add another one to the pitcher. Just going to duck under.
Yeah, he's playing with good weight, but just can't get the line. Both those were great weight. Sometimes if you can't find it, the harder you try, the worse it gets. It's a frustrating game. Ian's got the line, all down to weight.
Often when you're searching, though, the weight can go as well, but he hasn't lost that, which if he does set on the line, he could be very dangerous, Kitchu, because as you mentioned, pretty much throughout, he's got the weight nearly spot on every time. Williams for Tawa.
One over the top.
Started playing bowls in 2009 to Graham Williams. Got involved through Business House, as a lot of players do. Enjoyed it, so decided to become a full member. Previously played with the Tawa Services Bowling Club. That's where he started. He won the junior singles champion for 3 years at Tawa Services and the championship fours for his club titles. And at Tawa, he's got a good half a dozen titles, club titles there as well.
Tawa Services Club, very small club now. Doesn't have the members it used to have. Which is a shame. I mean, a lot of clubs are heading that way, though. It's a declining number. Although the exception to that this year has been Karori. They've gone from about 9 members to 90, we've heard.
Wow.
Yeah, which is incredible. But they play a lot of social type bowls, like short games, and they don't commit to full days. Which is,
it's a good way to get people in, though, right? Yeah.
So they've been a success story for Wellington Bowls this year.
Graham Williams was the Vice President of Tawa from 2017 to 2019, then the President from 2019 to 2021. And he's the current Green Superintendent as well at Tawa.
Victoria putting a few more around the head here too. This starting to look a touch ugly for Tawa.
Thanks again to Ross Gillett for all the hard work he's done, putting player profiles together for all the players.
Oh, he's got the hole.
Way for you to get to know those that we are watching and commentating on. Interested in this one is Laurie Guy. Is he going to get around that short bolt? No, he's not. But it's
Ian McLeod coming through. Yeah,
another one of these.
Yeah. So that's marked 2 balls just jack high and definite 2.
Yeah, looks like they're getting a bit of rhythm, aren't they, Victoria?
Not sure if that head shaking will change the direction, but he's he's trying to make it work. Oh, he's close too.
Oh, great bowl.
I'll try that myself.
It worked for Gavin McLeod. Should be shot. Certainly looks like it from our angle. They were, you'd think, at least a couple down. And a good look at it at the head has been King.
Seeing a bit of humour in it, him and Laurie.
It's good to see them enjoying themselves out there in the semi-final. Jogging back to the mat has been King. Played some great bowls. Skip for Victoria.
He's got good line here too. It's all down to weight.
Yeah, Laurie likes it.
Yeah.
Making his way to the head.
Oh, he's... Oh, that's number one.
Yeah, great bowl. Oh, having a good look at it is Gavin McLeod. He'll let us know who's holding here.
Two.
Two down.
He thinks he's two down here. Laurie's
Wow. Thought Gavin McLeod's previous might have taken shot, but it clearly didn't. Shows how the angles can be deceiving from our viewpoint.
He's just a touch quicker than Ben, but he could work off that. Oh.
Has it cut it to one? Yeah, I think Laurie might have said one there.
A bit nervous about the back, is he? The Tawa 2 put one right over the top, so they may have a couple down there. Oh, they don't have the two backers, which hard to get that jack down there.
Yeah. Just cleaning some of the chalk off it was Laurie
Yeah.
from a previous end. Clearly not a toucher.
Ben now taking his glasses off and giving them to his wife, which he's in the zone again. Works off his own. Shot. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
what an effort that was.
Yeah.
Is it going to come up empty though? Yeah, Victoria still got the mat.
back. Oh.
So very unfortunate there
Yeah.
from Paul Hassel. But one more for Victoria is the story. And halfway through this men's fours semi-final, 9 of the 18 ends played. And it's Victoria who take an 8-shot lead now, 12-4. They lead Tawa. Played some good bowls, Paul Hassel.
He has, yeah.
Skips have played very well.
Yeah.
And
Just need the front end to set it up a wee bit better for him. And
yeah, and he really, the one end he didn't play well
yes,
though
it
was when
then
they dropped the six.
yeah,
But
played a couple of shockers,
it's
yeah,
very,
wide balls.
very unfortunate for him because he hasn't played poorly. He just needs a bit more assistance off the front.
Yep. And like I say, the kid's been playing with good weight, but just hasn't quite hammered the line yet. And Mark's getting quite a few handy now too, so it's a good starter. A couple of feet in that.
We'll see if Kitchu can get that line right. He's not sure.
No, he's on this tight side. Pretty good weight again. He'll be jack level out there.
Yeah, it's not the problem.
No.
It's the line. Just hasn't been able to find it.
Oh. Rush of blood. It's good too. He'll chalk his own bowl.
A nice one to follow down. I assume Ben King's made his way to the bathroom or something. So following it on down was Mark Burgess to fill in.
Yeah, there it is again too. Great weight. Touch quicker, but that's all right. I mean, that's good weight. Mark's taking full control.
Oh, he's enjoying this, isn't he?
Yeah, Ben might be struggling to get that job back.
Time to shine.
Yeah.
It's not often a lead gets to fill in.
No.
Relishing it.
It's always good too when you leave the rink and you come back and you're holding a few. He's played it well too. Oh, setting up a bit of a target. If they start raking too early, that doesn't really build the head for them. But you wouldn't want to be short when you're two down like that. Yeah, could play a part later.
So Ben King has made his way back alongside Mark Burgess. You can see from the previous shot. Second coming from Ian McLeod. We added the second shot for Victoria. Paul Hassel calling the shots there for Graham Williams.
He's tight, I think. Yeah, just under the jack. Good speed. Could have played with a touch more. Even looks to might be a touch easier on the other hand. Playing with just a yard through it, sit on the bowls for a shot or get a piece of that jack. I mean, down here, if he gets hold of Ian's bowl, he's just going to put Mark bowl further back. I think there's more options on the backhand.
Which is what Laurie Guy's playing for Victoria here.
He's chopping Kit in a bit closer. You know, he can work off those bowls on the backhand and pull that jacky yard. He's trying to play it on the forehand, which I think he's got more going for him on the backhand. There'll be people yell at me saying I don't know what I'm talking about. Especially if he plays it. And he's tight. Pretty good weight though.
I think the last time he did question of Gavin McLeod bowl, he came up with a quite incredible. He somehow managed to pick out the jack. Got a bit of fortune that time.
Just on the forehand, really all he's got is just the jack.
Exactly.
Whereas on the backhand, if he's a fraction tight, he works off the bowls back to the jack. So
high percentage, right, on the backhand side. That's what you're saying.
If he gets the jack clean, he's still good because he's got 3 or 4 bowls there just over the head.
Yeah, there seems to be a reluctance to change hands, but
he's thinking about it. Little skips, whether he likes to even go right it, but he's not sure himself. He likes the backhand.
Yeah.
At least he's on my side. Oh, he's going forehand.
Well, there was a discussion about it with the skip Paul Hassel, but Gavin McLeod sticking with the forehand.
And everyone's played this slightly tight. Oh, he could work off the front one, I suppose.
Yeah, found the gap. Unfortunate, not a bad bowl, not far away, but as you say that.
He's got jack up, but I mean, it's there to play on the forehand, but it's just backhand. He's got those other options. He could even work off the front blue bowl.
It's just you have to be perfect
Yes,
on the forehand side,
yep,
whereas you've got a bit more chance.
You've got a bit more leeway on the backhand.
On the backhand.
Yep. Fraction tight, work off the bowls. Fraction wide, you work off the blue bowl. If you get the jack clean, you get it clean. That's his bowl a metre high. It's just...
Yeah, interesting to see what
it's always easy
Paul Hassel plays when he's on the mat, whether he does play on that backhand.
It's always a lot easier from the bank.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be blank signal moving in the back.
GM of Bowls Wellington.
Yeah, doing a great job. Hope you can't hear this.
It's great to have him back in the country as well.
And playing very good bowls. He won the Wellington singles just the other week. Should never have won it, but he won it. 19-11 down, and he got back to win it 21-19.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Against a Johnsville player too, so I feel a wee bit.
That hurts a bit more.
Yeah. Young Logan Amy, you got to feel for him a wee bit, but it happens. It happens. That first to 21's a whole different game than so many ends.
Yeah. Those last couple of shots are always the hardest in the race to 21.
Ryan Bracey led a national final 20-12 and lost.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of good players have given up big leads. I know Shannon McElroy's done it as well. The very best.
There's a lot of discussion going on here. He's still calling forehand, I think. But no, there's the backhand coming into an option. Well, he could even whack it to try and get rid of the two, but I think he's got a big chance to get a big number down a metre if he moves that jack about a metre and slightly to the right as you look at the picture.
Well, we'll see what they've decided with what Paul Hassel plays. I don't think we learnt too much. I think both options were looked at.
The rag was getting waved in all sorts of directions.
What has he decided by the time he's got on the mat? I think he's still deciding.
Yeah. Well, you're interesting if he does play the backhand because he's had his team playing the forehand and he's lining up on the backhand.
Yeah.
You know, so what's that all about?
Yeah, clearly there's been a discussion though, isn't it?
Yeah, he's just been told he's been calling it wrong for the last 4 shots. He's close too. Oh, he's tight.
Oh,
he's tight.
Yeah.
Good weight.
Yeah.
Good weight.
Oh, that was the perfect weight, wasn't it?
Yeah, especially working off the bowls is the perfect weight.
He'll get another go.
At least he's playing at the right hand now.
Yeah, let's hope he has the result with his next bowl. Feng King will hope not.
He's just trying, I think, I don't know, I thought he might have just been trying for some cover, but he's quite got the weight for cover. Oh, he's in the way a touch. He's sort of...
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, but the shot there is now off the bowls. You forget about the jack, getting the jack clean. Same shot, but off the bowls. Oh, he's calling back on that forehand.
Yeah, interesting. Maybe from the mat it does look like it's completely shut up.
He's back on the forehand. He'll probably play this. My phone will go nuts. No, he's tight.
No,
tight and light.
Yeah. Not going to change the picture.
Oh, he's pushed pin up.
Oh. Has that made it worse? No, just two. So Victoria pick up another couple.
Getting a touch one sided, all right. Some footing.
Yeah. 10 shot differential now. 14 for Victoria over Tawa. And this means fours semi-final here at the Ryman Healthcare Champion of Champions Finals for Bowls Wellington. The other men's fours final, which I'm sure we'll have an update scores shortly, is between Miramar and Stokes Valley. We have the women's fours semi-finals as well. Upper Hutt taking on Victoria. Johnsonville up against Petone Central. And the men's pairs semi-finals are also in progress here at Ryman Arena at Naenae Bowling Club. It's Upper Hutt taking on Hutt and Naenae against Wainui Omata.
10 the diff 8 to go.
Seems quite incredible that just a few ends ago it was 4-3 Tawa.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They haven't scored since, so 11 unanswered shots. 6 on one end.
Yeah, that does of it. Couple of twos.
There's Kit getting the line right this time and not the weight.
Wait to see where that one ends up. Back to the centre line, pretty much. Centre line looks a bit of a snake, doesn't it?
Someone's done that late last night.
Yeah, maybe after finishing up at the bar behind the shot there.
Onto your own, Kit. Just around it. That's right. That's.
Yeah, I think he thinks he's given us a bit too much, Ian McLeod.
It does come back late there, though, on that hand. Here it comes. It'll be number 1. That's pretty handy.
Yeah.
I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, so was Ben King, I think.
Yeah.
Ian McLeod was slightly surprised at how much that came in, because he seemed to indicate that he was too wide.
He wasn't happy with it. Wasn't happy with it.
Yeah.
See, this will come back too. A touch quicker than Ian. Yeah. Couple of catches though.
Ian McLeod with his second.
Good line again.
It's got a touch more weight. No, this looks pretty handy too. Certainly applauded by Ben King. Likes this one.
Good shot.
Two good bowls from the number 2 for Victoria, Ian McLeod.
A few smiles on the faces of the Victoria boys now.
No, it's going very well for them, isn't it? Very tightly contested, just ones in the first, I think it was 5 ends. Then Tawa picked up a 2, and then Victoria picked up a 6 on the 7th end.
That's possibly one of the worst spots he could have put that on this rink, because the shot's starting to build up to come down the other hand. Because all they can really get on this hand they're playing is just one, because Ian's blocked off the jack a wee bit. They could draw a shot, but I think they'll be struggling to move it down there now. Laurie's close too. Yeah, it's got a bowl, bit of cover too.
Yeah, very good bowl from Laurie Guy. As I mentioned, Laurie winning the, well, we mentioned earlier, winning the National Mixed Pairs. A couple of years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah. We had the 1 year off after because of COVID, so yeah. But he won at Central Otago.
With his Victoria club mate,
Sarah
Tukumo, who's right next door here, playing in the Women's Fours semi-final as well. Started playing bowls at the Hataitai Bowling Club in 1996, did Laurie. And got involved because it looked like a fun game and the drinks were cheap.
Always a good advert.
Previously played at Hutt Bowling Club as well. 25 club titles, Laurie. 6 centre titles and that 1 national title, which we mentioned. Yeah, in and out of reps for 20 odd years as Laurie Guy. It's a very good player in Wellington region, that's for sure. And he says he's looking for a new set of bowls as well, so...
Ken Brownsies, man.
Yeah, if anyone's out there watching on.
He's just drawn a great shot here too, so Tawa's starting to play with a bit of aggression. They can't afford to let them get more than 10 away. Well, he's wide. Could get a fluke here.
Could get lucky.
Oh.
Doesn't have the luck. Doesn't stay there. Unfortunate. think he might have knocked one away, though.
Yeah.
And finishing up with Laurie. Favourite food is slow cooked lamb, and then the rest of the favourites, movies, TV shows, and who would like to invite for dinner, all R18, so we won't go there.
Yeah. Not unlike Laurie at all. Just got another update here from the other
Brilliant.
games. So the ladies' fours, the Upper Hutt Victoria game is 12-6 to Upper Hutt after 10. The men's fours, Stokes Valley Miramar, is 11-3 after 8 to Stokes Valley. Ladies' fours, Johnsville Petone Central. Petone Central back in the lead at 11-10 after 11. So that's a good battle there. Men's pairs, Hutt lead 14-13 after 15. So another close battle. Excuse me. And the other men's pairs, Widening over Naenae now 19-8 after 14. So that game's only got 4 ends to go and 11
Wow.
the diff. May not go the distance. I would have thought that would have been a turn up here for no disrespect to Wainui at all, but
The
I don't-
hometown boys.
yeah, I don't think they would have been the favourites on paper, but we don't play on paper, that's the problem. Oops.
Hand the paper back. Oh, it's all good. Thank you very much,
He-
Brady.
He started to fill it up, actually. It's getting very hard to read. I hope I got those all right.
Big thanks to Brady Amer for providing a bit of updates from the other rinks here at Ryman Arena at Naenae Bowling Club. As you can see alongside us here, all the other semi-finals in action as well, alongside our TV contest between Tawa and Victoria.
That's one he has to hit now, that last bowl of Ben's. It's got the plant set up to kill it, or it's a hard shot he's calling. He's asking to try and trail the jack. But I think he's better off going straight through the front of it. Yeah.
And that looks like it's been decided.
Try and kill it and start again.
Yeah. Have another go at this 11th end.
Oh, got away a bit rough, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't like it.
He came out, so it might have still been in the box.
He just lost it, I think.
Yeah. So he's 2 down, I would say. 2 lorries. Oh, you've got this wrong before, so. It's bound to only be 1.
Two. It was 2. Well done. You know, you're getting there. You're getting used to these angles.
Yeah.
So it's 16-4 it is now. You're right, the 2 lorry guy bowls. The difference. And that 11th end. So really on a roll. Victoria, 13 shots in a row now. Seems like a long time ago they were down 4-3, but actually it was only half a dozen ends. Yeah, 6 ends played and it was Tawa 4-3. 5 ends later, 16-4 down Tawa. They've got to think that they can do something similar to get back in this contest.
Yeah.
They need to pick up a big end at some stage, though. First, they've just got to stop the rot, don't they?
Yeah.
It's hard when players are playing like that off the front. Mark Burgess.
Not giving them a lot of room. That's the... Because they can just start looking at playing the board now. Drop a 1 here and there, doesn't matter. You know, we're almost at 2 in the end they need. Not quite, but it's getting close to that. It gets hard work. So you either get a bigger multiple or... Gets close here, though. He's got a good starter.
Yeah, great bowl. Kitchu. Good start from both leads. It's the 12th end. Men's 4 semi-final.
And that's all Ben will be thinking. I don't have to take any risks here. I can, as long as I get bowls on the head, 1 down, who cares?
Again playing this way. Mark Burgess running after his bowl. So again, looks like he's filling in at skip, is he? Or is he this? No, it looks like he is.
Yeah.
Wasn't a toilet break for him. Kitchu looking a bit everywhere other than following his ball down. Is that a sign it's not a good one?
There's a few antics going on off the mat there, yeah. That rain hasn't let up yet either, so they might struggle to get out there tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
I think the forecast is okay, but
it's just whether it can dry, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's going to be enough sun in the interim or wind to get rid of all this water which is sitting on the greens outside as we look at it from our commentary position here at Naenae Bowling Club.
Not often when you say there's not enough wind in Wellington.
No, exactly. We're just looking at the trees out there. They are not moving at all.
No.
It's just not wind to get rid of this weather either.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I might settle in here most of the day, unfortunately. Doesn't look like it's raining heavily, it's just hanging around.
Yeah. The other big clash today is Johnsonville playing Marison Pats in town.
Oh.
Big game out Evans Bay.
Yeah. Beautiful weather for it.
Yeah. Johnsonville boys are starting to show a wee bit of form this year, which is great. Don't know if they can beat Marison Pats, but they'll certainly be trying.
Looks handy here from Graham Williams.
Jack high, which
touch too much weight, but
good spot for him.
Yeah, go to home.
They've got nothing jack high yet, so they probably don't want to play with weight yet, the Victoria team. They've one down on the head. They've got a shot there to poke it out by the look of it, but if things go wrong, they'd want something over the top first. That's what Laurie's been asked to do.
Yeah, well, that doesn't look like a great bowl. It's pretty much exactly what a skip asked for.
Exactly, yeah. Yep.
So it is a very good bowl from Laurie Guy.
Yeah, the Tawa bowl's a wee bit lonely on there, I think. It's a touch tight. And light.
Yeah, unfortunately from Gavin McLeod, and it's not going to change the picture. Wasn't far away.
No.
Just slightly off, with, as you said, with both his weight and his line.
So he's got Laurie playing to poke the ball out now. It's the plant that's in his. I think he's close. He's good here. Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, look at that. Well played.
Yeah.
And
so I think
now,
that's a Mark Burgess bowl in front, isn't it?
I think so.
And Ian McLeod, I think he's holding 4.
Very well played that from Laurie Guy. You mentioned it, Rod, how lonely that Kitchu bowl was. Well found by Laurie Guy. Got it out of the head. Gavin McLeod needs to replace it quickly, and he's not managed to do so.
They drop a 4 or something here this game. I doubt it'll go the distance.
Yeah, it'll be closer to shake hands time. A lot of work for Paul Hassel to do. Make his way as a mat.
Always the joys of skipping when you change over 4 down and nothing close. But it happens.
Far better position is opposite Ben Ging.
Yeah.
He'll just be thinking, what will my counterpart be looking to play here? How can I make it more difficult for him?
Yeah. Non-effective bowl, but that's all right. He doesn't need any more shots. Even scoring 1, it's a great result for Victoria, but to get 3 or 4 is huge.
Good hard look at this one. It's Gavin McLeod, number 3, and Paul Hassel, the skip for Tawa. I know how important this end is. Already being 12 shots down.
Watching the other rink. Will be a bit more exciting than his game.
Oh, probably just trying to take his mind off the big challenge he has here.
Yeah.
Just for a moment.
Try to forget that he's 4 down.
Yeah, before he focuses again on the mat. We'll talk through it with Gavin McLeod. Knows what he needs to do. Can he execute?
Just a matter of doing it, yeah. Playing with a fair bit of weight. Not huge weight though, but he's going to chip something into the head. Oh.
Well, that has changed the situation.
It's Mark Burgess, I think, that he's chipped in. So
yeah.
possibly just
Two.
Two. Okay, I'm glad I didn't call that. That looked one all day long to me, but he's saying two. It's a hard hit to get to. I don't know that Ben would even want to. We could try and draw another shot, but maybe I'd say Mr. Hassel's going to play with weight again, so even something over the top would be good. Because like I say, scoring for Victoria is a great result.
Absolutely. Just continuing this run. We started when they're 4-3 down, believe it or not. If you joined us late, it was a very tightly contested start. 6 ends played. Tawa 4-3 advantage. It just picked up a 2 on the 6th end. Bit of quick thinking there, just left the screen as one of the...
he's right in the zone here. Oh.
Yeah, not far away at all, Ben King. Bit of quick thinking just to the left the screen previously with the women's fours semi-final taking place. Daydream one of the wide bowls. As we could see another one here once again.
Ian's doing a great job out there.
Obviously looks like their jack's right on the front of the ditch. He just knows how important this is, isn't it?
Yeah. I think he's got a... I'm back on that backhand shot, even running down for Laurie's bowl. If that's counting, he can work off that and work back towards the jack. There's not a lot going down. Yeah, I think he's got to play underneath the jack through to Laurie's bowl and look for a result off it.
Just desperate to pick up something.
Yeah.
To stop this Victoria run.
Just watching Ian pick that bowl up before for the ladies' bowl coming through the ring. There's some new rules out now about lifting bowls. I haven't studied them, but I think there's some crazy stuff where you're not supposed to lift them anymore.
Right. So he's what? Meant to level
stop
it?
it. No.
Stop the
centre
right.
back. Yeah. I haven't. There's some crazy stuff coming out, but
yeah. Seems for just keeping up the speed of play, and it just seems
exactly
against common sense.
So I like him running for Laurie's bowl here. I don't know if that's what he's playing, but oh no, he's on that forehand.
Is he going to get a bit of luck here? A bit of fortune?
He
has touched the jack now.
That's Ian McLeod's bowl.
Yeah, and you see the hands go up from Gavin McLeod going, oh, typical.
Yeah.
It finds its way to a Victoria bowl. So he got a bit of fortune there, but then ultimately still not able to pick up the shot. Another one to Victoria. This run continues. It's now 14 shots in a row. Victoria now leads 17-4. And we've 2/3 of the way through this contest on ends, 12 of the 18 played.
6 to go. It's 13 shots. Yeah, it's more than 2 an end now, isn't it? Yeah, so it's...
Yeah, it's getting to a stage where...
Probably not the wisest thing to do, but Victoria's probably thinking about who we're playing in the final.
Yeah,
not
is it
over yet,
Miramar
but
or Stokes Valley?
Yeah, it's not over yet, but it's if you're a betting man,
Assume that.
yeah, Stokes Valley were leading 11-3. So
Yeah, the Stokes Valley 4, skipped by Seamus Curtin, would be the favourites, that one.
in that semi, yeah, although Brent Stubbins playing there, good player, and is it Jim Swift?
Yes, yeah, number 3, yeah.
Capity player, but has joined as a dual member at Miramar as well now.
Right.
He's certainly got some potential. I'm not too sure who the rest of the team is. So.
It's Seamus Curtin, James Cameron Powell, Moni Amato, and Michael Chapman for Stokes Valley, and Brent Stubbins, Jim Swift, Mike Andrews, and Dave Shedlock for Miramar.
Those two boys have been around a while too and can play the game, yeah. The young fella leading for Stokes Valley, he's showing a lot of form.
Michael Chapman?
Yeah. Well, taking nothing away from the rest of the team too, they're all very talented players.
Well, we may see later today, just depending on how they get through, and also whether we're covering the women's fours semi-final or not, depending on progress of other players. That's the plan, to cover the women's fours final
yeah,
from 11:30.
Here's a couple of good bowls, Kit. Well, this is the end. They either stay in the game or they start thinking about lunch. It'll be a tad early for lunch.
I was like, my watch playing up. So Ian McLeod for Victoria. It's been a great run.
Great twos bowl there, just reaching. Still playing a part.
Yeah, Kit Chu has played a couple of good bowls in recent ends, but unfortunately his bowls haven't stayed there. Will this be the end? It finally does.
Yeah. Very frustrating as a lead if you're drawing handy and you're still losing. It's
yeah, the Victoria back end's just been outplaying the
another good bowl there
Tawa back end. Oh, that's a great bowl.
Yeah.
Just chalking that one up. Well played, Graham Williams. Certainly something to Gavin McLeod and Paul Hassel to work with here for Tawa.
He looks a touch tight here.
Yeah, that's certainly not going to be in the picture. See, you could hear Laurie Guy there, picked up on the microphone.
Come back, he's not happy there's a couple down.
Wonder what the call there was from the skip. So Graham Williams, they're holding a couple. Don't want to make too much of a target though.
It's at the stage now too where they can't even really be worried about putting bowls at the back or anything, because they have to score and they have to score a multiple. So they've just got to keep.
Might create a target. Yeah.
Well, 2 touches he's trying.
Two very good bowls from Graham Williams.
Yeah, Victoria will start playing with some form of weight here now just to change the layout.
It's certainly a big target now.
Yeah.
Laurie Guy is certainly capable of playing with weight.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's at the stage here, Tawa just need to keep drawing the head. Good weight from Laurie, just on the wide side. Stay up too though, so that could play a part later. So I think he's calling for a covering bowl here, which at 17-4, it's too late to be covering. Well, the way I play it, maybe that's what I've been doing wrong for years.
Yeah, I don't know if Gavin McLeod's too sure about this one.
It's roughly where
it's roughly where
he wanted it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he wanted it a bit wider. He came back to the centre line, but
yeah.
I think Laurie might have given that a wee bit more, did he? Oh, he's tight though. You could chip Kit Chu in here. No, he's under Kit as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's saying he should be driving it. Well, You're there to do what your skip tells you to do, Laurie. I'm sorry. I always wondered what those guys said at the other end. Wow.
Just giving a bit of an insight there.
It's all coming out there, yeah. That might be mentioned in the aftermatch.
Yeah, Ben King's watching this back.
So he's asked him to draw a shot now. Why? Yeah, no, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But, well, I mean, drawing the shot does, but that first ball didn't make a lot of sense. He's got to try and move Ian McLeod's bowl back a fraction. See if I don't know how close those front two are. No, they probably needs to move both Victoria bowls. But you score 3 or 4 here. It's still
Absolutely.
It's more than the 2 and over you need.
Yeah. Certainly gives them some hope. Keeps them alive. At the minimum, they just have to win this end.
Yeah.
Tawa have not picked up anything since the 6th.
Pins on the wide side.
Well, that's the other thing. You just got to hope that Victoria miss a couple as well. And Laurie's missed a couple. Now Ben's missed one. You hope that they miss another one. Paul Hassel has a chance to maybe add a couple to the head here. Could this be the turning point with Tawa?
We've found a friend in the commentary box.
Yeah, pesky fly. Just wanted to say hello to both of us.
Oh, down to weight. I think is he here?
It's not far away.
He's still coming. Yeah, he's in the. I think he's in the mix.
Another one.
Yeah. Good ball.
So 4 now. Tawa, and only one.
I'm surprised.
Bowler played for Ben King.
Yeah, he's not going any quicker. Like Laurie said, we should be driving it. The beauty of driving is you don't have to pick your line. You know what your line is. It's straight up the middle. So with the shot Ben and Laurie have been trying to play, they've had to pick a line as well. He's dropped some weight here and he's underneath. Well, you draw another one here, we won't be shaking hands yet.
Yeah, chance for Tawa to pick up a 5 here. Big moment.
Same as his last. Good track again. He's close, isn't he?
I think so. Urging it on there is Gavin McLeod.
Oh,
He's done enough. Maybe not. Certainly 4. Not all knocked away there by Laurie Guy. Now he'll do the honours. It's a good effort.
Very good effort.
From Paul Hassel. Is it enough to pick up a 5? Or is it 4? Either way, big end for Tawa. What they needed. Was close. Very close between those two. Have another look.
Gavin's having a good look. You can't see the ball rocking at all. Umpire.
Yeah, I'm going to see an umpire for the first time.
Dale Jackson will come out and do his stuff.
So, to decide whether it's a 4 or 5. So, Victoria had scored on the previous 6 ends. Started off that run with a 6 on the 7th. Now, Tawa trying to score a 5 on the 13th to stay in the contest. A 4 will keep them in the contest as well. 5 would be very nice.
Quite a procedure, isn't it?
Yeah, getting the chalks in it.
Yeah. Just to make sure things don't fall over. And
Yeah.
they put in a lot of time, these umpires. Well, you haven't got too many of them around either, which is a shame because We need them.
Yeah.
We need them, but it's hard. It's all voluntary, so they're not getting paid for it. Long day sitting on the bank.
Yeah, you've got to love the sport, that's for sure.
Yeah. Tawa, president of Bowls Wellington. You making a call, Brendan?
I think it's 4.
Oh, I think so too, the way she's going through there. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
I just felt that when Laurie was doing it, he was slightly favouring his one. Was
The blacker bowl,
yeah.
the speckly bowl.
Coming back for a second just to make sure. Yep.
Yep.
There we go. So it is 4 for Tawa. So cuts that, what was 13 shot deficit to 9. And much needed because it's been 6 ends in a row for Victoria, including a 6, as I mentioned, on the 7th. And now
5
Tawa
ends to
back
go.
on the board.
They bring it below the 2 and end. So,
Yeah.
but once again, another big end here. They have to score here.
So it's been a while, but Kit Chu has the mat back.
13-12 in that ladies' game next door, just looking at the board. So that's it's come back a bit because I think Upper Hutt were in front there for a while. Well, they may still be in front.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I think they are top of the board. Only 1 shot in it, so that's going down to the wire.
it was 12-6 to Upper Hutt. Yeah, so I think, yeah.
Tighten right up.
Yeah.
And that one certainly looks like it's going to go the distance.
Yep.
Is this one? That's the question. Because Victoria still have a very handy lead. If they can limit Tawa just to 1, if they can keep winning ends,
Yeah.
it's going to be very difficult for their opponents.
Change the length slightly. They've shortened it up a wee bit.
He had to do something differently, didn't they, Tawa? We'll see who adjusts the quickest to the shorter end.
Yeah. He's Kid again with good weight each time. And he gets the right side of the bowl. Yeah. Oh. One down, apparently. Mark just going to slide under 2, I think. But good enough a shot.
Graham Williams for Tawa.
13 all in that ladies' game. All the 13s, 13 ends.
Hey.
Just saw the board go over, so. Oh, here's Brady with an update. We might have beaten him to it. He's actually an end behind because he's got 13-12 to Upper Hutt. Now 13 all, Brady. The Stokes Valley Miramar game in the men's fours are the semi-final, 14-5 to Stokes Valley after 11. The Johnsonville Petone Central ladies semi-final, 13 all after 14. So both ladies semi-finals are 13 all.
Wow.
And one different end being played in the games. But 2 very close games there. Men's pairs, 16-15 win to Upper Hutt. So one of the games is completed. Upper Hutt's beaten Hutt 16-15, so that was a great battle. And the other pair is also completed, which was a 19-11 win to Wainuiamata.
Wow.
So they beat the hometown boys.
Thank you very much, Brady.
Thanks, Brady. Well done. If you could get up to date, it'd be great.
Hard taskmaster. There's our Rod Leach.
Yeah, he won't be back. Here's a good bowl from Ian. Oh, you've got to go early, Tawa. You can't let it build up against you. You've got to bowl jack high there. There's got to be something wrong with that backhand because I know one wants to play it. I've been wanting them to for a while. But
So we'll have the men's pairs final for you later today as well. So upper hut, Gavin Bannatyne and Maurice Pickard up against Wainui Amata's Phil Russell and Wayne Armstrong.
Very good even battle too, I would think. Blake Signal's come in to remove a few of the player profiles that we won't be seeing for the rest of the tournament.
All the great work that Ross has done compiling these.
That's a hard shot, that.
Yeah, absolutely is.
People with all Rod wants to do is drive, but I've got to change that layout. The two down on the head, well, could be more. Don't know how far back that Tawa bowl is, the blue one. It's going to have to be further back. Oh no, Laurie's throwing a great shot here.
Yeah, we talked about...
I've called that wrong too.
Laurie Guy a couple of ends ago. Number 3 for Tawa is Gavin McLeod, who's been playing since 2009. All at the Tawa Bowling Club, hasn't played elsewhere. Number of club titles, has a guess as good 12. Centre titles, won the 2017-18 Easter 242 pairs. And that was his most memorable moment in bowls, winning that Wellington centre title. And also, he's got a few, beating Peter Ballas's team at the Taranaki Open Fours.
Oh.
That's always nice when you beat Peter Ballas.
That scalp, yeah.
And also being part of a Tawa team that made it to the quarterfinals of the 2022 Taranaki Open Fours. I assume that was probably the time that they beat Peter Ballas as well. Wants to win more centre titles. Well, they've got a bit of work here if they're to win one today, but don't count them out. He likes a roast lamb as well. So I think that's quite a popular favourite food. Favourite movie, Shawshank Redemption.
Good movie.
Absolutely. It was just on a couple of weeks ago, I think it was. If you could invite anyone to dinner, who would it be and why? So Peter Jackson, because of his love of New Zealand and showing the rest of the world that while New Zealand is only a small country, it is a place to make some incredible films. Good choice.
He's close here.
Certainly is, Paul Hassel.
He's made a shot of it, yeah.
Yeah, well played. There's some life here for Tawa.
Yeah. Very hard shot to play. We played it well.
Certainly not giving up. Tawa. Got a 4 on the previous end. Looking to score again. To try and push it to the distance.
Ben's in the zone, isn't he? Oh, he's touched wide. That was Mark Burgess, he chipped through. Steve Ditford just arrived at the stadium wearing a funny jacket. They won easy last night too, I see, after making a bit of trouble early, the Crusaders. Great Canterbury boy, Steve Ditford. He plays for Wellington.
Yeah.
Been here a couple of years now.
Saw the light.
Yeah, saw the light. Just hasn't taken his eye patch off yet. He's close, isn't he? Too touch quick. Touch quick, I think, to count.
Yeah, I think Laurie is mentioning just one down.
Yeah.
This is Skip Ben King.
Been changing his hand.
Just looking to draw, I think I heard.
Yep.
There's a lot of bowls on that backhand side to try and bring his way through. But maybe thinking really one down's not bad.
Oh, he's coming back now.
This is a very good effort.
Touch quick.
Yeah, great effort. Fighting through all those bowls. So, one more for Tawa. Cuts that deficit to 8 now. 17-9. Victoria leading Tawa in this men's fours semi-final. Here at the Ryman Healthcare Champion of Champions Finals at the Naenae Bowling Club. indoors, as you can see. Still inclement weather outdoors, and I can't imagine that's going to change, unfortunately, tomorrow.
No.
It is the aim to play outside if possible tomorrow, but given the amount of water still sitting on the greens outside our commentary position, I can't see that changing in time. I think they will make the call, no doubt, today.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Whether they play
a
indoors
lot
or
of
not.
work to move the camera gear, so...
Well, Colin certainly will be hoping it's indoors.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, weather is meant to be better here tomorrow, but I don't know if it's going to come quick enough to change the situation outdoors.
Start here from Mark Burgess.
Very nice. Show of appreciation there from Paul Hassel as well. A couple of taps on his thigh. And well done. Well played. Good to see sportsmanship like that.
Good line here from Kurt. Sure about his weight. Yeah, that's not quite enough.
Yeah, it certainly looked on a good track, didn't it?
Yeah.
Halfway down.
Breaking back into the head. A wee bit thinner too from Mark, but touch light as well.
Still second. We saw there from Paul Hassel to his number 2, Graham Williams. Play on this side, please. On the forehand for the left-hander, Williams. Clogged up there on his backhand side.
A wee bit quick, but gives them something to work to.
Interesting when you gave the score update earlier with the Soaks Valley Miramar 4 semi-finals. Well, they've seemingly had quite a few killed ends because they were a few ends behind us. I wouldn't say this has been played at a rapid pace or anything, so I assume there's been a few killed ends.
11-3 after 8, wasn't it? Yeah, so it's, Was that the last update I had? 11
No, I think we had another update, but I think they'd only played 11 or 12 ends or something like that, and we were already playing the 14th, I think, at the time. So that one may be, depending on how that score goes, may take a bit longer than this contest.
Reasonable crowd starting to build up in the stadium, which is nice. Nice for the finals day.
Yeah, if you are in the Wellington area, come on down to Ryman Arena here at Naenae Bowling Club. Plenty of top bowls to be played both today and tomorrow. See Wellington's best of the best. Already club champions, now trying to become centre champions. Hopefully have the women's fours final for you next, and then the men's pairs final this afternoon.
Has he got the jack here? No. He might have the bowl though. Good enough for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't say who to.
Yeah.
That's the safest bet, isn't it? Yeah. Holding one.
Someone's holding.
Yeah. You're wide enough, Laurie. No, he's turned his back on it.
Yeah. Well, the first. There we go.
One to Victoria.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Paul. Paul Hassel, skip for Tawa, letting us know what the situation was. I was about to say, very rare that, I think it might be the first time that Laurie Guy's been short.
Like that, yeah. Let's hold on for shot. Yep.
Nice little touch there. For short bowl. Tracking to the jack. Certainly shot after being one down. Now holding. What will Laurie Guy do?
He's watching this one a bit more than his first. He's in the zone.
Don't expect him to be short again. Is he going to grab the shot bowl?
He's short.
He's going to get it. Just miss it. Just miss the
Good
shot
second.
bowl.
Oh, good 2 seconds now then.
Yeah. Good effort by Guy. And for Victoria, that'll be the case. Just get good seconds. If you can't get shot,
Yep.
good seconds.
Good second.
Drop
away
a
the
one,
net,
that's
yeah.
fine. There's only 3 ends to go after this.
Use up another end, yeah.
Yeah. Scoreboard certainly is their friend. And is the number of ends.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 to play. 8 the difference, yeah, so.
If you can't win the end, make sure you don't drop multiple.
Yeah.
And from Paul Hassell's perspective, how can I make this more than just one?
He's only really got the draw.
Mm.
He could draw the jack and make a 3 if he was lucky enough, but he's in the zone here, depending on weight. Touch the white. No. He drew another one, though. Oh, he did touch the white, but 2.
Very good ball.
Mm.
Paul Hassell. Only real option to draw it. And draws a toucher.
Ben's given that a wee bit, and he's close. Played a good ball here.
Oh, fantastic
Great ball.
response.
Oh, he's turned that into a number.
Yeah. That's where the Victoria
That's 4.
bowls, isn't it?
Yeah, 4 Victoria. Well, he's only got the option of drawing 1. All those shots he scored are about to be lost in one end if he doesn't do something here. He's out there, but he might not be coming back in time. He would have cut some out, but I think he's, oh, I don't know. So got 1, says Laurie.
Great effort there
Yeah.
from Paul Hassell. Finds a difficult part of the rank.
Yeah, displaced jack, they're always that bit more harder.
Yeah.
You're going out somewhere where you haven't played before and you're not 100% sure what it will do. Ben's played it like the jack's still in the same spot, but it's,
Yeah.
he's going to measure for 2. 1's even plenty, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So 1 already for Victoria. Is it 2?
1.
Just 1. So 18-9. They double up on Tawa on the scoreboard. Just 3 ends to play.
And 9 the diff, is that right?
Yeah. So really, they need to score something here. Otherwise, we're getting to shake hands time, really, you'd think. Victoria win another end. It's almost another round's a possibility for Tawa. They'll continue to fight, though. They did pick up a 4 a couple of ends ago. They have belief they can pick up numbers, but they need to do it now.
16-13 in the ladies' game there. I see that's to Victoria, isn't
Victoria's,
it?
yeah. Victoria's come back in that one. Was it 12-3 down or something like that?
Yeah. Always a great result for a club to have, you know, ladies and a men's team in a semi-final.
Absolutely.
Huge result. Good start, Mark.
They have both of them in the finals, as it's looking like at the moment. It'll be a great result for Victoria. Of course, had a great run at national tournaments in recent times.
Yes, it was a run of years where they won a national title
Yeah.
every year. Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And it was different players every time as
Yes,
well.
yeah. Shows the depth of the club, all right. Always been a strong club in Wellington. It's always a good battle when you know you're playing Victoria. I'm going to have to explain this, Brendan, because we've got a wee bit of an error
Oh, correction.
that Brady's just thrown at me. The men's semi-final, the other semi-final in the 4s, we may have had an error with the way the chart was written, whatever, but it's Miramar up 14-8.
Right.
After 12, after me saying they were down 14-8.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
made me look bad, Brady, thinking that. Yeah. No, that's all good.
That'll be Miramar up over Stokes Valley. And the other fours final. How many ends we played?
12.
Okay, yeah, so that's why, like I say, we're on the end 16 here, so 3 ends behind. There must have been a few killed ends, you would have thought.
And Petone Central up 18-14 over Johnsville with 2 to play in the ladies' semi-final. There's a wee bit of an error on the Up Victoria score that Brady's given me, saying that it's 16-3 to Victoria. It's 16-13. Hey, thank you for that. He's trying to make us look bad.
He's just testing you out, Rod, making sure you've been watching.
I can see the board, which is lucky, yeah.
Thank you very much,
Thanks
Brady.
for your help, Brady. No, it's been great. Did a wonderful job.
Brady can defend himself when he's in commentary for the next stint at 11:30.
You better have his phone off. I'll be ringing him.
We do appreciate him giving us the score updates, though.
Yes, we do. There's a lot of different clubs out there playing, so the club members want to know what the teams are doing.
Yeah, if you're a Miramar fan.
Yeah,
from Miramar.
Changed drastically.
You're obviously up in that one against the Seamus Curtin Fort from Stokes Valley.
Yes, they might think of heading out here now if they know their boys are in the final. Always better to watch it live.
Absolutely. Welcome to make your way here if you are in the area. It's not exactly nice weather to do anything outdoors, so make your way here to the Ryman Arena at Naenae Bowling Club.
He's been a great asset for bowls in Wellington, this stadium. It's made it or even the artificial greens have made it a 12 months of the year now, if you want to.
Yeah, as long as you can brave the cool winter months.
Yeah.
Because it does get cool in here.
Oh, yes. Here's a good bowl. Oh, he's slipping around them.
Yeah, great effort from Graham Williams. A bit unlucky there.
Yeah, the story I've heard is the heating issue, the condensation it would cause would be a problem, so... It'd be like you're playing outside if you've got condensation all over that roof.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine playing during the day, and it was just
Can get very hot in summer.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very hot in summer.
It's like a glass house in summer.
Going for a bit of weight, dragging the jack. And he's not bad. Touch wide, maybe.
He's going to get something.
Touch wide.
Well, he's knocked away one of the
one of the counters.
Victoria bowls. So it should just be one now. Really, as I mentioned, Tawa need a score, and they need to score multiple.
Yeah.
Stay in this contest. Victoria winning another end, 2 ends to play after this. It's pretty much done and dusted, you would think.
Yeah. Laurie's from the shot.
Don't know if that was the aim.
Yeah. That's what called for.
Hands went up in the air, but that's the result.
Playing with a bit more venom now. He's in the zone. Oh, didn't get the jack.
He got the Laurie guy bowl, but didn't get the jack. It turned out to be a pretty effective bowl from Laurie as he's smiling as he makes his way down there.
I realise how well he played it.
Yeah. Still a wry smile from Laurie guy as well.
He'll be loving it.
Yeah, it turned out well. And the skips make their way to the mat. Ben King first. I think we're going to see Paul Hassel have a bit of a look at the head after Ben King's played his first.
Stay down here,
Yeah.
See what the best plan of attack is. Ben may go to the back with them playing with weight. I don't know how what the lay of the land is down there. He's closer to the head than the back.
Very good, Ben. Oh, yeah. Good.
That's Laurie's bowl down there, so he's all right over the top.
Yeah, I think Ben just wanted to come around the back without disturbing what he's got.
Yeah.
Ended up pretty well. Now Paul Hassell's taking a good look. We can talk about Ben King. Skip for the Victoria side. Started playing bowls way back in 1984
Been around a while,
in
Ben.
Dunedin. Started playing indoor bowls with his grandmother when he was just 7. And he went to judo on a Monday night, which he hated. Figured out indoor bowls on the same night, so I faked an interest so I could quit judo. And took up outdoor bowls when he was just 15. He previously played at Green Island and Leith in Dunedin, and Silverstream Wilton. He's played at as well, both of those clubs in the Wellington area. Club titles, no idea. So that usually means a lot.
Yeah, and it would be a lot.
When you start to lose count.
Yeah.
Centre titles, 7 in Dunedin, 14 in Wellington. He's won the National Inter-Centre 5 times as far as national titles. Also won the North East Valley Invitation Singles in around 96. A bit hazy on the year when it goes back that far. Representative appearances for Dunedin, Wellington from 1998 to present, and New Zealand 1996 Test Series against Fiji. The most memorable moment, though, not him playing bowls, but watching his wife Helen win the national singles in 2014. Also having the pleasure of playing with and learning from some of the greats of our game, in particular Ian Dickerson, Rob Perella and Kevin Darling, the most gifted player ever seen. Says about Kevin Darling.
Yes, I've heard that. Yeah. Kevin, good Dunedin man.
He also won Bowls New Zealand Coach of the Year a couple of times.
Yep.
Did Ben King. So not just a good player, but a very handy coach. So very decorated resume.
Big bowl needed here from Mr. Hassel. Ben drew another one.
Yeah, the opposite skip, Paul Hassell, needs to come up something here.
He's wide. Probably good weight, but just wide. That could be it.
Yeah, you'd think so.
He's looking down the ring as if to say, should I be putting my hand out?
Well,
personally, I think you should be, but
well, it's mathematically possible, but
Yeah.
that's it. And they must have decided, and if it's mathematically possible,
we'll do it. Yeah.
we'll stay. I don't want to shake hands yet.
No. Just seeing Ben 14 titles, so if he wins today, it'll be a bar to his another bar to his gold star. So
Yeah.
for the 15th, every multiple of 5.
So Victoria, 2 ends play in control, 21-9.
The diff. 7 and a 6. That's all you need, guys.
Now, we have seen a 6 today. It did go Victoria's way.
Yeah.
But a 7 would be something else.
Yeah, the problem is you've got to do it twice.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Doing it once is hard enough. Damn near impossible, but when you've got to do it twice.
Yeah, you need every single bowl on the money.
Yeah.
And you're certainly not allowed any short.
No. And playing guys of these abilities, they're not the sort of guys that would be dropping 2 6s or a 6 and a 7, I wouldn't think.
Yeah. So, yeah. I love the never say die attitude, but
Yep.
they're going to need to come up with something special right now. Otherwise, it will indeed be shake hands time after this end. Anything less than a 6, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
And it's not enough.
Yeah, they've got to get a 4 to stay mathematically possible. So, yeah. There would have been a lot of players that would have pressed the flesh, but good on them. Give it a try.
Yeah, come this far.
Came here for a game of bowls, so they might as well play it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gets going on to that backhand. And we've got a couple of short ones.
Yeah, not where you want to be when you're trying to score. As I mentioned, you got to be in the area.
On or over, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Past their head's good, not short.
I watched Peter Bellis lose the semi-final of this year's Taranaki Fours. He was 4 up playing the last, and the Taranaki team, he played the eventual winner, that Hamish Kapi, and they played it to a pattern. They stacked the back, and Aidan Zitterstein playing 3, dragged the jack for 5, or 4 or 5. Hamish may have added, but yeah, they won the game. But yeah, they put their bowls in a bunch.
Yeah.
That was, you can't have them all over the rink for a multiple. Yeah, they went on to win the tournament.
Yeah, it shows it is possible.
Yeah.
I need a bit more than that, though.
Yeah.
This Tawa.
I mean, it's at the stage now where they've got to be thinking about, if they're thinking they can possibly win the game, good on them, but they should be driving the jack now to try and kill it and start again.
Yeah, yeah.
At this point, it's just trying to draw a shot now. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's a very good point.
Yeah, it's pointless drawing one good one. Yeah, they haven't got a bowl inside a metre there, so it's he's gone for a back bowl, but there's not really any need for it. But don't stack the head, I suppose.
Yeah.
Keep away from that, so they're just driving a bare jack, really. Smallest target. Better be in. Yeah, don't worry. He's in the zone, always through the gap.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, McLeod.
Call here, just trying to cover those Tawa bowls that are out to the side, which I can't see the jack going there, but you never know.
Just trying to, I suppose, think one step ahead, just in case.
Yeah.
Probably think, what are they? How are they thinking they're going to get a number here?
Yeah. He's now on the same sort of shoot. Might be a touch thinner. He might set the bowl here. Yeah, for 1, which they need another 5 around that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's only 2 bowls.
Yeah, they need 2 bowls to play from Paul Hassel as well, which is unfortunate. We've got quite a long bio here from Paul Hassel as well. I thought I'd better quickly chat before this game finishes about Paul Hassel, and he's got a 3-pager. we might not have enough bowls left. He started playing bowls in the 2008-2009 season at Tawa Bowling Club. So, like a couple of others, has just played all his bowls at the same club at Tawa. He got...
Ben's played a goodie here.
Oh, that is a great bowl. And he's unfortunate. Is it still 1 to Tawa? Not to...
Yeah. Even that Ian McLeod bowl, Mark Burgess bowl might be Mark Burgess bowl.
Yeah. Got involved in bowls of Paul Hassel through his wife. She wanted to try it, but didn't want to go to the club by herself, so he was forced to come down. And here he is, playing 14 years later.
Cool.
Yeah, multiple club titles.
He'd be part of that team that got to the quarters in the Taranaki Fours too.
Yep, I'd say so. Yep, absolutely. He's played in the Taranaki Open Fours each year, in fact, since 2013.
Oh, good on.
Yeah, reached the quarterfinals in 2022.
Great tournament.
He got to play Peter Bellis 3 times and beat him once. I also played an Aussie team in one match that went to the wire. It started at 2 p.m. and finished at 7:15. And lost on the last end.
Oh. Yeah, 25 end games up there, 25 ends of 4s. They can be big battles. The Australians support that tournament well. There's about 15 teams came over this year for the Taranaki Open. Yeah, it's great. A lot of them come for a holiday, but there's some competitive players amongst them, so it's always good if you get one in your section.
And he's played in 3 national tournaments as well. Taranaki, Wellington and Central Otago, and he qualified in the 4s at Taranaki. He's qualified as a measurer as well in 2014, then a level 1 umpire in 2014, became a level 2 umpire in 2017.
Trying to do some damage here, but just on the wide side.
Yeah. Having to do something, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got a curve. Well,
he's the president of the Wellington Bowls Umpires Association and has been since 2016.
Brilliant.
Paul Hassel, skip for Tawa.
He's been trying to put a block in.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good too.
That's not a bad block at all.
Will certainly be in his eye when he steps off the mat.
Yeah, perfect.
They have to be a certain length to be legal. I don't know what that is, but it's...
It must just be. I think they were having a little look around, weren't they?
Yeah. He's probably got to be just under it. He's well under it.
And it was enough of a hindrance, wasn't it? Seeing that bowl did its... Oh! Knocks a few into the head, but doesn't change, and it is indeed shake hands time, and it's Victoria, who are the first finalist here of the men's 4s. They beat Tawa in this semi-final here at the Ryman Healthcare Champion of Champions Finals. Congratulations to the 4 of Ben King, Laurie Guy, Ian McLeod and Mark Burgess, beating Paul Hassel, Gavin McLeod, Graham Williams and Kit Chu. Victoria now await the winner of the other men's 4 semi-final between Miramar and Stokes Valley. And Rod, after being incredibly tight, 3-2 and 4-3 it was after 6 ends to Tawa, Victoria really took control. And
it was that 6 that sort of blew the game apart. Yeah, and they took control from there. I'm just looking at that board in the ladies' game, 23-13 to Victoria, isn't it?
Wow.
Which was one in it most of the way. It was 13 all a couple of ends back, wasn't it?
Yeah,
from memory.
it was. And they were
13 all after 13.
Victoria were down, I think, quite a few earlier on as well. So quite a big comeback there.
Scored some numbers there.
So imagine that game's pretty much close to being done, if not done as well.
Those Victoria boys, they'll be hard to beat in the final. It'll be a good game against Miramar, or either team, Miramar or Stokes Valley. But they've certainly got some depth in the team, so they'll be tough to beat.
Well, that concludes our first session of play of these Ryman Healthcare Champion of Champions finals. Big congratulations to the Victoria men's 4. They are through to the final, which will take place at 11:30 when we'll start our second session of commentary. Make sure you join us then.
What is the measure of a full life? Is it seizing the day? Appreciating the little things? Family, joy, love, no regrets. At Ryman, we believe a full life is one that gets richer with age, with communities that challenge the expectations of aging and bring joy and meaning to every moment.